Hello everyone, welcome to my stamp studio. Tonight we are featuring a new series I'm doing. It's a 3-week series, so there'll be 3 episodes, and it really involves designer series paper. So Stampin' Up! Right now has a great designer series paper and cardstock and two-tone cardstock sale going on right now. So you can shop my online store and get those special deals. And I'm just trying to get my feed over here going so I can see that I'm live. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm live. All right. Sorry, one other thing. So tonight we're doing a one-sheet wonder. And you can see I still have all my class stuff back there. I need to get that organized better. Okay, but anyways, side note, just ignore the stuff behind me. All right, so tonight we're doing a one-sheet wonder. So this is our, what did I call this? I forgot what I called it. The 12 by 12 paper magic, unlocking the possibilities of what you can do with designer series paper. Again, tonight we'll be doing a one-sheet wonder. This is a double wonder cards, and we'll be making 11 cards. Well, we'll cut up everything to make 11 cards. I might not make all 11 because some are duplicated. But I'm going to show you how to cut a piece of 12 by 12 paper to make a stack of cards very quickly and very easily. Now, I'll have a list of all the supplies that I've used. I'll place that in the comments. It's actually a shopping list. So if you click on it, it'll take you to Stampin' Up!, sign in, and then you can just select from that list the things that you want. Now, here's what's really special. If you spend $75 at all this month, I am going to gift you the tutorial for all 3 episodes. Originally, I was just going to do episode 1 and 2, but you know what? We're going to do all 3 episodes. So when you spend $75, I am going to email the tutorial for all the projects for these 3 episodes at the end of the month. So I'm not sending it ahead of time because I don't want you to see what we're going to be making, because the next 2 classes are going to be a surprise as well. So yeah, so spend $75. That's after rewards, before your shipping and tax, okay? And I will email those to you. Make sure you've opted in, though, when you sign in. You're shopping with me. You have to shop with me. And that you're opt-in to receive communications. This allows me to be able to send you things, okay? And also, like, if you want a new catalog, things like that. If you're not opted in, I don't have a way to communicate with you. So make sure that you're opted in that way. And then also be on my email list, because I'm sending the recap and the links to the video, because I'm going to upload this to YouTube right when we're done. And that way you can check it all out. So without further ado, I'm going to flip my camera down. So if you get dizzy, close your eyes and we're going to get started. All right, so here we go. Big transition here. All right, I'm going to lift this up a little higher. And there we go. We should be good. I wanted to get to one other thing here. So, all right. I am just looking. All right. So when you get your designer series paper, a lot of times you're like, oh, I'll cut it. Here, let me just pull some designer series paper out. I've got a couple sheets. I haven't decided which sheet I'm playing with tonight. Oh, I'll just cut it, 4 inches wide and cut it in half, and I'll have 6 cards. No. I'm going to show you how you can make 11 cards. All right. So I haven't decided if I do the fruit or if I do the flowers. I like both sides. I'm really tempted to do which one. Oh, heavens. I really like the flowers, but I really like the fruit. I don't know which one to use. That happens to me a lot. Does that happen to you? All right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do both pieces. I know, exciting, right? So it's even bigger than before. So what I'm going to have you do with this is I'm going to have you cut your cardstock in, your designer series paper in half. And give me just a moment, because I think I already have that done. All right, let's see here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Boom, by the magic of TV, I've gotten it done. All right. So now you would actually have 4 pieces. I'm just going to show you with 2 pieces here, okay? Now this is actually different than I was planning. So I may have I may have moments where I'm like, what was I going to do? Actually, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you with this. I'm just going to go using one sheet. All right. This is a designer series, one of the designer series papers that happens to be on sale. It is the Homemade Sweetness paper. I just love it. It's so cute. There is a really good stamp set that goes with it and a set of dies. It's called Filled with Sweetness. I may use the berries tonight for my tags. I haven't decided. So I'm just going to put this off to my side. I am, however, using, where did my stamp set go? The Scallop Blooms Sentiments. And I've die cut some scallops. I've die cut all different kinds of labels and stuff, just so I had some handy. And we're going to go in here. So we're just going to take this one piece here. I've also pulled in my two-tone paper. I'm going to get this out of the way for a moment. We'll get back to that. We'll get back to that. I pulled in Misty Moonlight. So this 12 by 12 paper has two sides. Now, you can use this for cards. You don't have to just use it for scrapbooking, right? That is the whole reason I'm doing these episodes, to show you that 12 by 12 paper is pretty awesome. You can make scrapbook pages, and I'll probably create some and share those on my Facebook page and my website. But I wanted to show you what else you can do with 12 by 12 paper. So we're going to take this first piece of paper. And in this, when I send you the tutorial, you're going to get this layout, okay? Now, this is 6 by 12. We're going to use it to really cut everything. I have it all measured here so that you know how to cut all of your things. I am going to tell you that it's okay whichever way you cut your designer paper. I'm cutting it right in half, so I'm going at 6 inches. So I have two pieces of 6 by 12. Now, if you happen to cut it the other direction, no worries. Just turn your card orientation. That's all you have to do. All right, so I have that. I have, I believe I have like 11 card bases. This is just my thick white. I've got a bunch of labels that I cut with various different dies here. So I have some labels so I can put those on my cards. I also have the Strawberries and Dots embellishments. Those are still available in my online store. So don't worry. Like I said, I'll send you that list so that you know all the stuff that I'm using. And if you want it, it'll be there for you. All right. So my feed is really slow. Okay, here it is. All right. So say hi when you're joining me. Let me know if you love designer series paper or if you're challenged by it. I would love to know that. And I'm hoping that this class will help you get through that and that you'll want to chop up your paper. These pieces here I'm going to be using for layers and things like that. So this isn't the primary focus. I will tell you as we're cutting these what we're going to be cutting them at. But the tutorial I'll send you will have, like I said, a picture of this. It'll have all the measurements so that you can see how to cut it. And it will also have little blurbs on each of the card on the layouts and how to set those up. All right. I'm going to move these off to the side. I'm moving this off to my side because I don't need that right now either. And the other thing that I'm using is going to be my gingham ribbon here, my checkered Misty Moonlight ribbon. So I'll be using that for our cards. And I'll be using Misty Moonlight ink. That is for my sentiments. And then if I do decide to use some of those berries, I'll be using Misty Moonlight and Strawberry Slush blends. All right, let's get started on cutting this. Now notice I have both pieces together just like that. I'm going to grab my trimmer here. And the first cut that I'm going to make is going to be at 3.5 inches. So I have both pieces here. I want to make sure that they're together. All right. And I'm going to go to 3.5. Push those together. And I'm going to just cut. All right. So here we go. 3.5. And, oh, I didn't cut my first one really good, but that's okay. All right, so I've got 3.5. The next cut I'm going to cut these at 4 inches. So this will be 4 by 6. All right, so now I've got my 4 by 6. Make sure my paper is all lined up and good. Right, 4 by 6. And now this piece here is going to be 4.5 inches. So I'm going to set that there. I'm going to set this one here, and we're going to go back to our 3.5 by 6 inch piece. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this sideways, and I'm going to cut this at 2 1/4. Now, if you're not comfortable cutting 2 pieces of paper at the same time, just cut one then. That's fine. Do whatever makes you comfortable. So I'm going to 2 1/4. All right. So there's our first cut. All right. Put that aside. Then we're going to do it again. So 2 1/4. Oh, and these pieces just moved. Hold on. Okay. So 2 1/4. All right. Set those right over here. And notice I have this little piece here. So this is 3.5 inches wide. We're going to cut it at 1 3/4. So we're going to go to 1 3/4. Make sure they're lined up. So you're cutting them both at 1 3/4. And we're going to put those aside. All right. So I'm putting those right here. So here is our first set. Okay, our 3.5 by 2 1/4. And then our small little squares. That was section 1. Section 2, that's 4 inches wide. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut off 3/4 of an inch from the bottom. And I'm going to do these separately here, just so I can make sure I have it. So 3/4. We'll do this one. 3/4. All right. That leaves me with 2 pieces that are 4 by 5 1/4. No, we're not going to leave this like this. We're going to cut it up. So the next thing I'm going to do, turn the same direction here. I'm going to, wow, I didn't cut these well at all. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to cut these at 1 inch strips here. So I'm going to push my paper together there. Make sure it's all lined up. I'm going to go to my 1 inch mark over here. And I'm going to cut strips. So 1 inch. Now, I'm going to tell you, when you're cutting this, what you're going to want to do is off to the side, you're going to want to put these like this and this, okay? You want to make sure that you have them layered correctly, because when you put your card together, you want those pieces to look like they belong next to each other, all right? See how those match? So we just want to make sure that we're having them match. All right, and then we've got our last piece to cut at 1 inch. All right. So we got this one here, and this one. All right. So now, if you put them together next to each other, they look like they belong to each other. All right. So then I'm just going to make my life easier, I'm going to put them in a stack here, and I'm going to put them in kind of directions that they were. So when I go to make my card, I have it all set and I can pick it up. All right, so that's all the cutting. So we've got a lot of, oh, no, I lied. Yeah, no, I lied. We got our last piece. I thought I cut them wrong. I scared myself there. So these are 4.5 by 6 inches. We're going to just turn it and cut it in half. So we're going to have it at 3 inches. All right. So this is our last panel. We'll cut this at 3 inches. Then I'm going to turn this. I'm going to cut at 1.5. So I've got 1.5 here. I'm just lining it up with the edge of my trimmer, or you can use the 1.5 mark over here, whatever is easiest for you. So 1.5. Again, we're going to want to lay these don't matter, out like that. So I've got 1.5. Make sure they're lined up. All right. So 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, again, so they are layered together like this. I think I goofed up. Let me just see. Yeah, I did. This is why you watch when you're cutting. Okay, there we go. What did I do here? All right. Okay, so this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So those 3 go together, and these 3 go together. Okay. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I want to keep those pieces in order. All right. So I have a couple different stacks here. Now we're going to do this same thing again with the bottom portion. So we're going to cut it at 1.5, 3 times. All right. So I've got my right piece. And I've got my middle piece. And then I've got my left piece. Okay. So again, I'm just going to take these piles. I'm just going to put them like this. Because this is going to make 4 different cards. But they're all going to be the same style. Okay. So I've got 3 different cards here. I have 4 different cards here. There was a piece I forgot to cut. Shoot, shoot, shoot. I was supposed to cut off 3/4 of an inch here. I thought I did that. I could have sworn I did. I did. Where did I put those pieces? Where did I put them? I just had them here. Where did I? Oh, they fell off the floor. Well, here's one. I should have one more strip. Well, I don't know. Oh, here it is. It fell. Okay. All right. Shoo. So I've got, this is my card. Okay, I'm going to lay them out in order now. All right. So this is going to be my card 1 is going to be these pieces here. All right, card 1. These are my 3.5 by 2.25 inch pieces. Card 2 is going to be these strips, layout 2. Layout 3 are going to be these. And layout, okay, I'll need this and this with it. And then this is the 4th layout. All right. So I'm going to put these kind of in order over on my side here. And we're going to start with our pieces here that are 3.5 by 2.25. So let me share with you what it's going to look like. It's going to look something like this. All right. Now, no, I didn't finish all the beautiness of it. We're going to do that together. All right. So, did you cut 2 3/4 inch pieces? No, these are 3.5 by 2.25. These pieces right here are, I'm sorry, these pieces are 3.5 by 2.25. These pieces right here are 1.5 by 3. And then this is 3/4 inch, 4 inch by 3/4 inch. And these pieces are going to be 1 3/4 by 1.5. All right. So here, I'll bring this back in so you can take a quick look, do a screenshot if you need. All right. So let's get started. I'm going to pull these in as we go. So again, the first card that we're making is going to be our, what I'm calling is a panel card. So the piece that I need here is I need a piece of Granny Apple Green. And you choose if you want the light or the dark side. It does not matter. It's your choice. All right. I've been flipping them back and forth. So I think I'm going to use the dark here. And I'm going to cut this piece at 3.5 by 5 1/4. So I'm bringing this in. I'm going to 3.5. And I just want to check my measurements before I say that for sure. Yes, no, I was wrong. I'm really glad that I looked because I have them written wrong on my sheet. Hold please while I fix that. Okay, so this should be, oh, no wonder I got all, okay, well, okay, so 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. Although, you know, I think my measurement on my original card is wrong. I think this should be 3.5. It should be 3.5. Okay, don't listen to me. I was right. So 3.5 inches wide. So I'm cut this strip at 3.5. I'm going to then turn it and cut it at 5 1/4. It's not your normal layout, you know, layers. It's a little different. 5 1/4. I've got an extra strip to play with, whatever I want to do with later. All right. So I've got those two pieces. And I'm going to grab this for that one. So I'm going to end up with 4 panels here. This for that one. I'm going to cut this again at 3.5. By 4 1/4. And if you want to go rogue and just flip over the side that you want, feel free. All right, so we'll go rogue. We'll do light on that one. All right. Now I need one more layer here. And the next layer I need is going to be Misty Moonlight 3 1/4 by 5. So I'm going to cut this at 3 1/4. And I'll need 2 pieces. So I'm doing light on one side, dark on the other side. So 3 1/4. Then I'm going to cut this at 5 inches. And now I'm going to do my light side. 5 inches and 5 inches. Remember, I'm making 4 cards right now. All right, whoopsie. I just dropped my card, my stuff. So let me pick it up. All right. Since I used the light granny apple green on this one, I'm going to change it around and put the dark here. Put the dark with this light granny apple green. I'm going to put the light with the dark. Light with the dark. You can choose whatever you want to do. If you want to do dark and dark on one card, we could do that. We could do light and dark. Why don't we just mix them all up, right? And then we'll do light and light. All right, there we go. We're going to get out our 4 pieces of cardstock here. Now, again, if you had cut your designer series paper the other direction, when you're doing this one, you would end up layering it this way versus this way. All right. So if your pattern is going the opposite direction, just change it. Just flip it around. All right. So we're going to start here. I'm going to take my first piece, and first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere these 2 pieces together. So let me get my seal. I don't need my scissors, my trimmer right now, so let's move that off to the side. No. You were looking for the 3/4 inch pieces. Oh. Okay, thanks, Beth. Yeah, they stuck to my trimmer and fell on the floor. All right, so let's get our seal here. And now, I hope I don't run out of ribbon. I've been using my ribbon quite a bit. And I don't want to open another full bolt here. So I may grab some different ribbon if I happen to run out. All right, so then I've got these 3 pieces. Remember, I layered them left, center, middle. All right, I can change the direction, you know, whatever I want. If I want my strawberry facing that way, it doesn't matter because they're all mixed and matched, right? So we're going to be adhering these right to this front panel. So what I like to do is I like to place them on here, and then I'm going to pick up the middle piece, and I'm going to add my adhesive to my middle piece here. I'm going to just hold on to that piece, and I'm going to measure it up so I get my height right. Okay. Oh, it's not straight. Oh well. And then I take my next piece. Doesn't matter if you go on the right side or left side. It doesn't matter. And we'll leave that one here. So I'm going to do that 4 times. Now, for the sake of the video, I'm really thinking about not doing it 4 times just because it's the same layout. But maybe I can do it fast enough. We'll see. Make sure I have them going the right direction. I don't. I flipped them around in my hand. There we go. Okay, again, just layer them. Get them positioned where you want. Grab whichever piece, you know, your brain works, mine works to grab this middle piece. Put your adhesive on. Once you get that first piece layered where you really need it to be, the other 2 pieces will be much easier. All right. Now you can do this with any designer series paper, any sentiment set, any dies, you know, die shapes you want. Now, if you don't have a die cut machine, then just go ahead and just cut your sentiments out. You know, stamp them, cut them on a square, cut them out around the, you know, around the wording, whatever you want to do. So each one's going to look just a little different because of the way I'm placing my 2-tone cardstock. I love that it gives you the flexibility of looking like you have a whole bunch of cardstock. And I don't know why I keep switching these around. Okay. All right. That doesn't look right either. There we go. All right. Again, get my middle one. I have a little bit of sticky on my finger here, so. And also when you're doing it, just make sure that you're going the direction that you need to be. So kind of take a look at your one pattern next to it and make sure that it's kind of corresponding. All right. So that way it kind of looks, you know, it's like you cut that piece out, but now you're just separating it a little bit, but the eye keeps moving across. Again, if you don't have, you know, this paper, grab any piece that you have. Right. Again, you can get this all 3 weeks, all 3 episodes, tutorials for free when you spend $75 in my online store. If you are on my team, you get the tutorial for free as well. Stampin' Up! Has changed how they're setting things up. So there'll be a little bit of a transition for all of us. And then, sorry, I completely mixed these up when I lifted them up. What did I do? Like, they don't match at all. I don't know what I'm doing when I'm picking these up. I'm not paying attention. So yeah, it makes it easier to sign up. They've done that transition already. And what's nice about it is they send you this awesome welcome box. I am actually waiting for my box to appear. Yeah, they send you a special little box with special things in it. I don't know what's in it because I haven't seen it yet. I'm waiting for it. It should be here tomorrow. And then they send you, so you sign up to be a demonstrator, and then they send you a link. They send you an email with your $125 of credit so you can go shopping and you can pick out whatever you want. It's just a much easier process to sign up. Okay, now that I have these, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my dimensionals on the back of all of them. All right. And I'm just doing my 4 corners because I'm going to be tying my ribbon behind it. Normally I'm able to grab a couple up at a time, but yeah, I did my nails and now I can't do anything. I don't know why I did that because this weekend I have to do my gardening. Oh, my garden just looks terrible. I haven't done my weeding. Oh, and then with the heat, it was so hot here that trying to go outside and weed at any time during the day was just unbearable. And last week it got really cool, but I was very, very busy and not able to go and do it then. So I'm hoping this weekend I get to it. Okay, so I'm going to flip these over. I'm going to grab our ribbon. Now again, I'm just going to do one of them, all right? I'll come back later and I'll finish the other ones up, but I'm just going to do one for right now. Now you can tie a bow, you can tie a knot, you can tie whatever you darn well please. I'm going to attempt the bow, and I have to switch this around. Hold on. My one end is a little too short. So I'll just do this. Get my bow going. I know I make it look complicated. Tying a bow is not hard. All right, so I'm going to trim that end off. Now it's great that I'm doing these because I do have a bunch of people I need to send cards to. So some very special people are going to get some very special cards. If you're one of those people watching, well, maybe it won't be such a surprise. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to put that on. Now, the other thing I want to share with you is, so last month I had done a promotion where if you commented in the VIP group on different posts that I put out there, I was going to do a random drawing for a stamp set. I haven't done the drawing yet. I have to write down everyone's entries and then put them into a little random picker for me, and then I will announce the drawing. I will try to do that on Thursday night. So you actually all will have a chance to go into the My Stamp Studio VIP group, comment on all the different posts, and again, I am going to randomly pick a winner for a brand new stamp set. Should I show you the stamp set, or do you want to be surprised? I don't know if I have it handy. Let's see. Let me see if I do. You know what? I'm not going to, because this is a different thing. But anyways, I'll make the announcement on Thursday. Okay, so now let's see. What kind of sentiment do I want? Wishing you a day of relaxation and happiness. Sounds perfect. Okay, let's grab that out. And let's see what tag it will fit on. Is it going to fit there? Oh, yes, it will. All right. I'm grabbing my block. Ooh, where's my cleaner? There's my cleaner. All right, and I'm super excited. Sherry and I have gotten together again, and we are creating a Halloween stamp camp. Oh my gosh, the projects are, I gotta tell you, they're amazing. They're great, especially our 3D ones. We kind of really stepped it up this time, and I haven't decided if I want a circle or a square or a rectangle. I kind of want the rectangle. All right, we're gonna do that. It's our Boo Crew Stamp Camp. We'll be emailing and posting about it next week. So make sure you're on my email list so you get notified of that. And I'm going to put it up towards the top here. All right. Because I'm going to come back in now with a scrap piece of paper. I have a big bag of scraps. Now, I don't keep all the little tiny ones, but I have a larger bag here. All right, and I'm going to actually stamp in my Misty Moonlight, and I'm going to stamp one of the little berries here. All right. So we're just going to stamp our little blueberries. And I just realized I'm going to need an extra, while I'm doing this, I'm going to stamp a couple. I'm going to stamp some blueberries. I'm going to stamp some strawberries. And I need one more blend. I need green. So I'll have to run over and grab that one real quick. I'll make sure to include that on the shopping list. And I'm going to cut these all out at one time. Let's go ahead and get another strawberry. All right. I want to make sure I had enough. I may not use them all. Now you could use flowers, you could use whatever stamp set, whatever you have, make it your own. Like that little flower pattern would be great with any stamp set. All right, let's get our Granny Apple Green here. Hi, Cool. All right. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to kick you. You're being kind of in a funny place, dude. All right, so I got my light Granny Apple Green here. And I'm not going to be blending only because I don't want that Misty Moonlight ink to bleed. So I'm just coloring it in one color. Two. Probably should have had all these done ahead of time, hey? All right, we'll get them done fast. It's all right. All right, so I got two of those. Okay. I am not a real big blueberry fan. Like, I definitely do not like blueberries in my food. My dog loves blueberries in his food, though. And my grandchildren love blueberries. Holy cow, do they love blueberries. I like to eat them fresh. I am not... I'm kind of weird that way. I don't know why it is, but I don't like fruit in my food. Like, applesauce is applesauce. I'm not a big apple chunks in my food. I don't mind eating like a salad with fresh fruit in it. That's totally different. But I don't know. Raisins, love raisins. They do not belong in cookies, though. Just saying. It drives my husband crazy because he loves oatmeal raisin cookies. And, yeah, I won't do it. or like cinnamon bread, cinnamon toast, should not have raisins. And he loves that, too. And he drives him crazy that I always buy the cinnamon toast without raisins. I know, I'm just a little weird. I'm going to make these dark right in the middle. Okay. Let's get our strawberry slush here. And color our strawberries. Probably should have used the other end. Oh well. Then we'll die cut them out super quick. Lickety split. Now I'm doing these very quickly. Normally I would definitely like add some shadowing and do all that stuff. I would have stamped them in black though. So that I could have done that better, but it's how it is. All right, let's do these two light. All right, who out there likes fruit in their food? Like, do you like fruit in your cereal? I mean, I don't mind it. I don't mind fruit in my yogurt. And now our Misty Moonlight. I'm going to do light Misty Moonlight here to do my blueberries. Oh, I've got a strawberry. Misty Moonlight actually is a pretty dark color. I thought I grabbed, oh, I did grab the dark. Okay. We're going to switch it out then in just a second. I thought I grabbed the light one. I think I had my caps switched. All right, so this is supposed to be the light. It's coming out really dark. I don't know what the deal is. Well, it'll lighten up a little bit when it dries. All right. I'm just being careful because my tip is kind of curled there, and I don't want to. Okay. Let's get my strawberry slush going here. A lot of times I'll do my strawberries in Poppy Parade or even Real Red. Okay, got those done. Let's die cut them super quick. Let's see. Bring our little doohickey here. I don't want this to be a real long video. But again, should have planned die cutting a little better. It happens. You know me. It happens. That's because I went rogue. All right, there we go. We'll cut this one. And I really didn't go rogue. I just got creative. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. And I'm being a little risk taker here by not taping down my dies. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Oh, that didn't turn out that bad. We'll use it. My plate is so badly used that dies tend to hop around on it. All right. I don't know how often I'm going to use my dies here. I mean, I've got 2 more berries to cut out, and then we'll be on our way. Oh, and I just threw that in the garbage. Why did I do that? I meant to throw my scrap away, and I threw my die cut away instead. All right, we'll just cut these 3 here. If I need more, I'll cut more. I really want to show you the rest of that. Okay. And since we've been almost in for an hour, I don't want to make this too long. I value your time, so I don't want to drag it out. Okay. so here we go. So we've got our little circle here. And I'm just going to put some blueberries right on there. We're going to do it with dimensionals, because dimensionals are our friends. All right, so you'll do that 4 times. So you'll have a stack of cards 4 times. And you can, you know, change them up by putting different berries or putting flowers or, you know, whatever you want to do. I'm just going to put this right off to that side. I'm going to take my blueberry here and I put 1 dimensional on it, and I'm going to put it right here, just like that. There we go. Let's pull in our, if I can get it open. All right, I need my toothpick tool, which I don't remember where I put. Here it is. All right. So I'm going to put a little strawberry, and we'll do a blue one. I had a little smudge there, so, and we'll do another blue one over here. All right, there we go. So then I do that 4 times. Okay, next card. Let's get going on that. All right, hot mess. Need to scoop up my labels there. Move them out of the way. All righty. Next card is my strips here. Let's get these 2 things put away so I don't lose them. All right. Oh, by the way, I found it. I found my little tiny die. I was so excited. Let's go with this one. Okay. So remember, we laid those out so that they would go together. So just make sure when you pick them up that there are the ones that go together. So there we go. All right. We're going to grab our card base here. All the card bases are 8.5 by 5.5, folded in half. Now this particular one, I'm going to take the right edge, and I'm going to score it at 1 1/4. Right. I also need to trim a piece of, let's see what I'm going to do, Misty Moonlight. Yeah, let's use Misty Moonlight. I'm just going to do 1 piece here. I'm going to trim this to be, where did I done it? Make sure I'm looking at it. 1.5 by 5 1/4. So let's just cut this at 1.5 here. We'll trim it down to 5 1/4. All right. And I do that several times. All right, so we've got our card base. I am going to fold back this right here. Now, I would recommend using a strong adhesive, liquid glue, seal to tape this down. Again, you'll be doing this 4 times, so you could do all 4 card bases at one time. I'm going to take my Misty Moonlight here, and I want to use the light side, and I'm just going to adhere it by bumping up to that line. All right. You can use whatever side of the Misty Moonlight or whatever cardstock you're using. And bump it right up to the side there. I have my 2 strips, and I have them going the direction they should. So I'm going to put my first strip right here and my second strip here. All right, so when I do my second strip, I'm going to bump it up to that fold as well. So this one I'm just going to center on this panel, like so. All right, this one, oh, come on, run. Okay, I'm holding it too hard here. All right. And I'm getting adhesive everywhere. I'm going to have to get my thing to clean it off. All right. So I'm bump this right up to the side. Like so. All right. So your card will open like that. All right. Let's go ahead and we are going to, did I have on this one? I'm just going back to my samples here. Here we go. Here's my sample. So let's go ahead and tie a bow around there. What's nice about having a lot of these on hand and doing these quickly is, you know, birthdays all of a sudden just happen upon us pretty darn fast, and sometimes we're not ready with our birthday cards. Well, here you go. Or your thank you card. You need something really quick. This is a great way to have them on hand. And, you know, if you have different designer series paper, you can make some really neat looking ones just by changing up your paper. That's all. That's all you have to do. Okay, there's my knot. I need my good scissors here to trim. Two. Put my scissors back in their home here so I can find them easier. I've got stuff laying out. I need to put it away because it just makes a mess here. Okay, so now let's grab a sentiment here. And this sentiment that we're going to grab, I'm just going to say thank you. Oh, my stamps aren't in there. All right. Put this right there so I don't lose that. Okay, we're going to do thank you. Let's see what shape it's going to fit on here. Oh, I kind of like that one. We're going to do thank you right there. And again, I'm just using the one ink. You can change it up. Thank you. Two. All right, let's get that clean. So I don't need too many happy birthdays with this stack, so I'll maybe stamp a couple. All right, so now I'm just going to put this right here, right on my card front. Easy peasy, quick and cute card. Now, to step this one up, I would probably do another scallop in one of the other colors behind it, but it doesn't have to be done. So we're just going to go ahead and hear that down. We're going to put our embellishments on. So now when I hear this, I'm going to put one at that very edge over there. I'm going to kind of balance it so that the ribbon comes right through here. Okay, come on, get these picked up. All right. So here we go. All right, I'm going to move my ribbon over just slightly here. Oh, I didn't take the backing off. I was like, why didn't that work? That's because I didn't have my sticky off. All right, so there's my thank you. Let's get our embellishments. See how fast this card went together? I mean, it took, what, seconds to do. All right. It's the prep work that takes a little bit longer. Put one here, and one up here. All right, so there we go. Card layout 2. All right, next card layout is going to be now I changed mine up, so I'm not going to show you mine. We're just going to go here. All right, so we need to have, so those are our 2-inch strips. You'll be making 4 cards, or the 1-inch strips, 4 cards. These I need now. So this is the next one that I'm doing, and I don't know. All right, I'm going to go with my Granny Apple Green here, and my Granny Apple Green needs to be 3.5 by 4 3/4. Okay, so what is this at? This is at 5. Okay, so we'll just go with 3.5. Right, 3.5. Measure twice, cut once. 3.5 by 4 3/4. Sorry if I'm off screen. All right. Okay. Now, those 3/4 inch strips. So we're going to be making 2 of this card. All right. Actually, I lied to you. So once, yeah, 2 of this card. Oh, and I cut this wrong. Darn, 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 darn. Because I was cutting it like I did my other card. Hold on. So height-wise, I'm right. Okay, height-wise, I'm right. It was just the width. So this needs to be 3 3/4, I believe. Yeah, 3 3/4. So this is 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. Is that what I said? So 3 3/4. Actually, it's at 5. So 3 3/4 by 5. We're going to leave it at that. I think that will work better. All right. So we've got our 2 pieces. Again, try to grab the pieces that go together. All right. So here and here, we're going to place them right on that layer. So I would cut one in pineapple green and one layer in Misty Moonlight. Okay, I got a glare coming in my window and I can't see. Okay. And you can leave a good enough space in there, that's fine. Because what we're going to do is we're going to take this strip and we're going to put that right on there. All right, so I'm just going to put my adhesive. I didn't run it all the way to the end because it's going to hang off a little bit. All right, so there's one. Let's get our other one cut. So I said that was 3 3/4 by 5. I'm sorry, yeah, 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, 1, 2. We're going to do that same exact thing. This time I am making the 2 cards. Because, you know, I'm here. I might as well do it, right? Oh, and someone's at my door. Okay. This is my top piece. I'm going to flip it over to my lighter color here. Who's ever at my door, I'll just have to wait. Busy. Busy having fun. All right, take this strip again, run some down. I didn't go all the way to the end because it's going to hang off a little bit. There we go. All right, take our card base. This one we're going to pop up on dimensionals again. Again, dimensionals give everything a little bit of life, right? Okay, that got a little sloppy. Grab this one right away and do this one. Okay, so this is layout number 3. Layout number 3, you have 2 cards. Layout number 4, you'll have 2. You'll have 1 card. All right, so here we go. All right. All right, here we go. All right, let's get a sentiment and a label here. Okay, I'm just going to tuck my little label right underneath. I think it looks like a little apron. Thought it looked kind of cute. All right, so that's how we're going to do those. Let's find a good sentiment here, and our sentiment will be, thank you for being there for me. That sounds good. We'll do 1 thank you for being there and 1 happy birthday. How's that sound, folks? Banana on cereal, grapes and chicken salad, strawberries on shortcake. You're not a raisin fan, I see. Okay. That's funny. Thought it was just me. Yes, strawberries on shortcake. That's just a natural. That's just natural. That should be that way. All right. So I'm going to do happy birthday. All right. You know what? I'm just going to make both happy birthday because I'm right here. I got that stamp out. That's what we're going with. All right. Because I want to get to our fourth layout. So when you're done, you are going to have 8, 9, 10, 11 cards. All right. We're going to tuck this one in right here. So I'm just going to use my seal this time. Happy birthday. We'll do happy birthday over here. All right. And I'm going to put a strawberry on this one. We'll pop that up with a dimensional. Okay. We'll grab another strawberry. Pop that up with a dimensional. All right, let's grab our embellishments here and take a pick tool and just, we're going to put the mini strawberries around. So I'm going to put one right here. Maybe one up here. Oh, where'd it go? One here. And the strawberries are all kind of the same size, so. All right. So one. And we'll put it right there. Okay. All right. Okay, that is layout number 3. So layout 3, layout 2, layout 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right, so our fourth and final layout here. Let me grab a card base. And we're going to be using these small squares. So you're going to have one of these. All right. So now I'm just going to kind of look at how things are cut, and let's just see how I want to put these. I don't know. Okay, we're just going to go that way. All right. So now for this, I need a piece of my cardstock here. Let's see. This piece here, which was, what did I say it was? I think it was 3.5 by 5. I'll measure it in just a second. And I'm just going to just be layering that on just like that. So this is, let me measure this one for us. Oh, wrong ruler to measure with. Oh my gosh, that was a terrible one. All right, so this is 4 3/4. 4 3/4 by 3.5. So 4 3/4 by 3.5. And actually, it's a tad off, so I'm just going to trim it down to 4 3/4. 4 3/4, I said. It's like a 1/16 too long. I'm hoping I can cut it down. All right, well. All right. Okay, now I'm just looking over here at my piles. I've got a sentiment here, and I'm just looking at some of those other scraps that I had left over of my colors here. Random scraps here. Let's just pull them all in. All right. I need one that's as long as that. Well, let's just get these put on there, and then we'll find a scrap. I want to do the light side. Nope. Yeah. No. Dark side. Going to the dark side. All right. So we're just going to adhere them like this. Kind of just get it balanced on how you want it to be. It doesn't have to be perfect. And we're just putting our designer series paper to good use here. Making the most of what we have, so we don't have a lot of leftovers. Because, you know, you can only use leftovers so many days of the week, right? All right, so while I'm just putting this together, because I said leftovers, who eats leftovers? My husband. I don't know what the deal is. like, I thought he would eat leftovers, and sometimes he does, and other times he doesn't. I'm like, was it just not good food? Is that why you're not eating the leftovers? He's like, no, I just didn't want to. I'm like, oh, okay, that's helpful. Okay. So I take this and put it right here. We're going to take our ribbon, and we're going to tie a bow. This time I have my bow on my right side. Sure my ribbon is flat here. All right. So now one thing about tying a bow is you don't necessarily have to tie it on the side that you want it. Kind of helps you with your bow tying, because you can slide that around. But this just happened to work. I'm doing it on this side. All right, here we go. Make that bow a little smaller, that loop a little smaller. There. Take my scissors. Snip it down. All right. Take this. I'm going to slide that so that bow goes right in the middle of that strip there. And now we're going to flip it over. We're going to add our dimensionals. All right. Yeah, like if I make chili, he'll eat leftovers. Oh, okay. That was that was not a good one to use. Okay, so we're gonna just put this down, just like so. All right. We're gonna have our tag right here. All right. So that's gonna go right to that edge, like so. And I was gonna put a strip of paper, but none of them are quite long enough to go across. So I think. Well, let's just see. That one might be long enough. Oh, that one is. Okay. So that scrap is long enough. All right. Okay, perfect. I don't know what the length of the scrap is. It's a scrap that just went from side to side. So where my paper went, I didn't measure it. It just is a leftover piece. Okay, so let's take a sentiment, and we've got some longer sentiments on here. So we have, thinking of you, you're a blessing to me. I think thinking of you will work tremendously well. Let's just go right there. Let's grab our stamp pad. Like, you could assemble all your cards and do your labels at a later time. Oh, man. That just was not good. Oh, I tell you, my day, just very interesting here. So, I'm just having a little nail dilemma. Sorry, it popped off. I'm grabbing my glue dots. I've told you about this before. It works. I'll fix it after the video, but for right now, I just need to have a nail on. Oh. Okay. All right. Yeah, my thumbnail popped off. Okay. Not my real nail. All right. I don't know what he's barking at. Oh, it might be my son. Maybe my son brought the grandchildren over. All right. Okay. So here we go. Now, I don't want this to rock and roll, so I do need to add some dimensionals on there. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my mini dimensionals, because that way it keeps it from rocking and rolling. Like my label's not wobbly. So I'm just putting them on the outside edge. I'm going to use 6 of them here. 2. All right. I still have a couple of my embellishments left. And I have my die cuts left. So we're going to get those out. All right, let's get this on here. So thinking of you, I'm going to go right to the edge there. Right there. Make sure it's on the edge of that. There we go. Looking good. Okay, let's get our... So we've got a blueberry and a strawberry left. So I think we could probably put both right on there. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. Let's just use a large dimension on this one. And let's see, I want to put it there. I'm going to put my dimensional on the outside of that one. because that is going to overlap a little bit. All right. And then my blueberries, they're going to overlap a little bit, like so. Okay. And now our and we're going to use blue. So put one down here, put one over here. Let's just put it right. Yeah, let's put it there. And we'll put one up here. Here. Okay. Ta-da. Okay, layout 4. So you will have one layout 4. You will have, sorry, I have them in the wrong order. One layout 4. You will have 2 layout 3s. You will have 4 of your layout number 2, and then 4 of your layout number 1. So 4, 4, 2, and 1. All right, so that is it. I'll take a picture. I'll get them, the rest of them all assembled. I'll take a picture of the whole stack here so you can see them. But which layout is your favorite? Let me put them back in order. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Which is your favorite? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Okay, thanks for joining me tonight. Had a great time with you. I'm super excited to have done this tonight. I know it was a long video, but hey, it was a lot of fun making these cards, and you can just crank through making a lot of them. It took me a while because I was busy chit-chatting the whole time. If I were to just sit down and do it, I can actually get through them pretty darn quick. All right, so join me again next Tuesday at 6:15 when we are going to have our 12 by 12, Imagine the Possibilities, and we'll be going beyond the card. All right, things you can do without making a scrapbook page or a card. All right, we'll see you next week. This week on Thursday, our Stampin' Fun and More, we're featuring the Splash and Relax bundle. All right, see you all later. Bye.